Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 2 of Frozenopolis, a Modpack by Grip1C. Well, in the last episode, we got started, and we dug downstairs and started our first setup with some glacy flora, which already provided us half a mana pool of mana. We're going to need more glassiflora, but this is a good start. Also have a couple of pure daisy, and we dug up the whole place and got so much living rock, which is important because I want to use... Oh, no, this is not what I want, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to need a stone cutter. I'm going to want to use a stone cutter and make these beautiful, beautiful little living rock bricks. They look really, really nice. So that's what we're going to be going for. So today, we're just going to continue with some questing. Nothing too heavy, but we're going to start setting our system to get resources. So the first thing it wants us to do is create an orchid. So it's going to use mana to transform frozen stone into frozen ores. So we're going to come right over here and... what's the orchid again? Or let's just bookmark that. It's going to be black, green, red, white, pink. Two green, two white. We're also going to need some water. We're also going to need some ice for the water. Be 12. This and this, perfect. And we're going to need a black, a pink, and a red. And I can put that away for now. So let's just transform that. Oh, and by the way, it's December, so we got a Christmas gift, but we're not going to be able to open it until we are past Christmas. So let's come over here. Oh, we're also going to need 2 charcoal, and oh, I have a lot of wood on me, so I'm just going to light this one too. And just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And set that up. So one of them fell into the water. So we already have that one ready. Let's just do all of this and then these. And we're going to need the seeds. 1 and 2 seeds. Perfect. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1 is going to give us our first orchid. And then we're going to go like this and right click with our MTN and get a second one immediately. Perfect. So the orchid, the reason I made 2, I'm going to show you in a moment, is that this orchid is going to be required to, we're going to need an orchid to make an orchid ignum for when we go in the nether. So I'm like, might as well do both at the same time and get that taken care of. Perfect. So now we have an orchid. We need some of these ores. We need some frozen granite, frozen andesite, frozen diorite, and frozen Deepslate. They're all made with sharpened ice. Okay. I'm going to come right here and we're going to go, I'm going to go 33 of this. I'm going to go 17 of this and 17 of the andesite. And I would like 17 of the Cobbled Deepslate also, but I'm going to have to cook it. So we're going to have to prepare a little bit more stuff. So I'm going to transform some dirt into clay by throwing it in the mana pool. And you know what? 2 more. So these, we're just going to break to get some clay, which was part of the quest line, muddy lumps. And now we're going to cook these into bricks so that we can get our first brick furnace. So each brick furnace is 8, and I'm going to want 3 brick furnace to get started. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. Like this. And we're going to need a lot more of this charcoal to be able to feed the furnace. So let's just do this and this. Okay. Let's craft the 3 furnace, and we're just going to plop them down almost anywhere just to get started with stuff. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set some charcoal fragment so that we really do not waste any resource at the beginning. 32, and then I'm going to do this. And start cooking the cobbled deepslate because I need deepslate, not cobbled. And voila, we're started. Let me just come back over here. Then we're going to need the sharpened ice. So let me grab all of this and let's do all of these into sharpened ice. Then we're going to go 33 like this. Nope, not you. 17 like this. And 17 like this. So the reason I've made 17 of each is that I'm going to want to keep one of each of these resources because these can be duplicated with, what's it called again? Can be duplicated with the resource generator 2 that we're going to get into pretty soon. So first, let's go with the granite. Oh, this is noisy. Okay. We're going to try that. Nope, that's not the sound that's breaking this. It's in the recent... I don't know what's the sound for this one. Oh, we'll search for that later. We're just going to have to endure that very noisy sound for now. Let's just break all of these. And all of these. And we got one redstone ore. That's not a lot. But it means we can start cooking these. So these frozen resources need to be cooked to be transformed into the unfrozen ore. Let's just go make the andesite now. And break that out. So that gives us tin and lead, where the granite was giving us copper, redstone, and nickel. And last of all, the frozen... Well, not last. We'll do the frozen diorite. Frozen diorite is iron ore and I think silver. Yeah, so the silver we really don't care so much about. But the iron ore, super important right now. Let's just grab all of this. And we're going to go and start cooking this immediately. Great, so let's go back over here. I'm going to cook the one redstone ore first because it's one, so it's not going to take all that long. And then I'm going to replace it immediately with half this frozen iron ore and the other half right here because, again, we want to make this as soon as possible. So let's craft... Oh, we already kept the 17, sorry. So 17 deepslate with these, and we're going to keep one, and then we're going to go transform those. It's going to be the same thing. This one's going to give us lapis and coal ore. Just grab all of this. And all of this lapis. I wish I'd gotten more redstone, but that's okay for now. So right now we're going to go with the tin. We've got iron, more iron. Okay, so if you look at the quest line, what it wants us to do is break down the ore to get some raw iron and raw copper. But if I put this down, can't break it. I need an iron pickaxe. If I put this down, also can't break it. This is kind of counterintuitive, but you can cook the iron directly. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take you out, and 1, 2, 3. We're going to put 3 right there. Turn all of these in here. And this should give us our first 3 iron that we're going to be able to break. Now, the nickel also needs the iron pickaxe, but the copper does not. And what you want to do, for copper especially, is you want to break it with the pickaxe because it multiplies the ore. It doesn't work with all of the others, unfortunately. Like for the iron, it's only going to give us 1 per. So there's no real advantage in doing it with the iron. We need to do it at least once for the quest. So let's just grab that. So do you see the nickel? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I break it, I'm going to get 5 for 5. So it's really just the copper that's worth breaking before. Let's grab that, and now we're going to put this ore, and perfect. The moment this is finished, we're going to start cooking iron like crazy. Let's put all of the tin right here. Let's break it down, and that's ready. But the moment this is done, I'm going to replace it with iron. So we got the 1 raw iron. So we've got everything here. Now we need to get the coal ore, which is what we're doing right here. So grab this, and now, nope. We'll cook the tin, I guess. And once this is done, we'll put the iron right here. So let's just put those down, and we're going to break both of these resources. So lapis lazuli and coal, and unfortunately for the coal, it only gives us 1 per also. It doesn't break into multiple, which is a bit sad, but it is what it is. Let's just break this down into more like this and like this. Now we need the lead. Oh, wait, we haven't cooked any of the copper yet, and copper's more important. So let's just start the copper right now. I'm going to show you why in a moment. That was really stupid of my on my part. You need to do the copper super fast. Like, it is literally the most important resource right now, because that's going to give us a blast furnace. And a blast furnace is made with a brick furnace, 3 bricks, and 5 copper. So we are, of course, going to need a bit more clay, which means that's going to be 1, 2, 3 brick, 1, 2, 3 brick, 1, 2, 3 brick, 1, 2. So we're going to transform these 11 into clay. And then we're going to just put all of these things into, well, break it into clay lump and then cook them into clay ball. So let's, in bricks, sorry. 2, 3, 4, and we're going to need another fire stick. That. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And, oh, 1 furnace is over. So the moment a furnace is over, always replace it with the next thing. And go. I need 12. I'm going to be good. Why do I have an uneven number? I must have forgotten to click one at some point, but that's a bit bizarre. Let's just grab all of this, and then we're going to start some more coal, because we're going to run out of coal now. Okay, so let's come back over here, and we're going to make another furnace, and we're going to make 9 brick. And the reason we want another furnace, well, the first one we're going to use to make our first blast furnace. Perfect. So now I can put a blast furnace instead of here. So I'm going to break this, replace this with a blast furnace, put that, and put the raw copper, and look at how fast this is cooking now. So then we're going to come right here and do the next one, and we're going to replace the iron now. So the iron one is replaced. Then do we have 5 copper? Almost. Like, that's how fast this whole thing is. So then we're going to break this one. 5. Come right over here. 5. And that furnace. So now we're going to go another blast furnace right here, and we're going to start cooking the lead ore. It just needs some more of this charcoal right now. Let's just work on the charcoal a little bit. I want to be able to fill all the furnace up to 64. And like I said, in the beginning, I don't want to use full charcoal because it's like potentially wasting some resources. Okay, I'm good with that. Let's go back over here. And then we can just look at starting the... Oh, no. I think silver... No, silver doesn't multiply. Lead doesn't multiply. It's really just copper, if I remember correctly. Okay, so I'm also going to put you here, and I want to start cooking some sand, because I know we're going to need some sand at some point. Let's grab 16 cents so that we've got some glass and put that in here with some charcoal fragment. Let's put charcoal fragment everywhere. Great. We still need to cook that frozen Deepslate ore like this. And this is done. I think we're good. Do we have everything? Yes, we have everything. Except the hoppers. So let's make a couple of hoppers. That's going to be 4, 3, 4. And that's... yeah. With this, I should be good to make, like, I think 4 hoppers. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Break this down. Relight my fire. I feel like one's lasting way longer than the other, but technically they should have the same burn time. You just don't remember not starting them at the same time, which is kind of bizarre. Not the end of the world, though. It's... no one really cares about this. So let's grab all of these. And then let's come back over here. And let's make a couple of chests. And these 4 chests are going to be made into 4 hoppers. Okay, so the idea here is that we could automate the hopper process into all of these furnaces. Okay, but that's not the interesting part, and I kind of screwed that one up. I'm going to need a lot more clay. So let's just do this. I'm going to need 20 block of clays, and so let's just come over here and show all of this in here. And we're going to stop the glass for now, and we're going to cook 20 block of clay. And let's just transform this so that we check how much we have. I think that's good enough. That's 12. That was the exact right number. Kind of lucky, but we'll take it. Once in a while, everything works really well. Okay, so these 12, I'm going to transform into 4 flower pot, which is why we needed 20 of these terracotta. Yes, one thing that we can do now is that since we've got some real coal, we can also make a real furnace. So the real furnace is made with 1 coal in the center and 8 cobblestone. I can put that down right here. Prep some more of these little thingies. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to split that in 2. And put those in here. Of course, with some fuel. And that's 6, so we can already get started with that. So, 5 terracotta like this with 1 flower pot gives us a botany pot. And 1 botany pot with a brick hopper gives us a hopper botany pot. Okay? So now I get to take these 4 drawers. And I'm also going to grab 4 birch sapling. And I'm also going to grab 4 dirt. And I get to set up automated wood now. So, whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course I offset it. So that's going to be 1 dirt, 1 birch sapling. And the birch sapling, when they're put in a botany pot, on dirt, it takes 2 minutes to get some 2 to 4 birch log, 1 to 2 stick, and a 15% chance of getting 1 roll of sapling. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is place that back. We're going to get this just a bit better, because if we make ourselves a hole like this and do cobblestone, we're going to till that farmland. We're going to till that dirt into farmland, and now it's going to be just a tiny bit faster. And instead of being 2 minutes, it's going to be like 1 minute 50 seconds, something like that. I don't remember the exact number. I'm going to grab all of these and just make all of these into hopper botany pot that I'm going to put down here, so that once we go to make the resource generator, at least I'm going to be passively generating wood, because we really, really do need wood. And voila. Perfect. So now I'm going to empty up my inventory of everything that I don't need. So I'm going to need you. I'm going to need you. I might need you. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need 4 buckets. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's going to be 4 bucket. That's going to be a crafting table. And then I'm going to need 2 stacks minus 2 cobblestone. And I think we're going to be ready to go adventuring. That being said, I'm going to make another sword. And I'm going to make another pickaxe just in case. Let's just prepare that, which means I need my stick. Like this. 1 other pickaxe. 1 sword. And we should be good to go. Let me just make sure that I'm not forgetting. Nope, I was forgetting my food. And the other thing that I want is I want some torches. So let's just... How many torches? I've got 31, so I'm good. Okay, so we're just going to need to go adventuring. Now, let me show you the map. I've already explored some of the map, unfortunately, on this seed. So it's recognizing the seed already. And I had to explore around and find a lava spot, which I found right here because... For the resource generator 2, we need a bucket of lava and a bucket of water and some stone. So I'm going to go over there and I'm going to craft all of my like 20 something resource generators so that I can have them for when I need them. And on the way, we're going to look for a an orange or star fruits tree, because if we get an orange sapling can be used to make oak log and orange can be cooked on the campfire to get cooked fruit. So that's what we are going to go and do. I just need to complete something, so I'll be back in a moment. And I'm back. Sorry, there was someone at the door. Okay, so let's sleep. We've got everything to go on our quick adventure, and we know immediately where we're going. So this is going to be super easy. Let's just put you right there. And let's exit. That's why a shovel is always a good thing. And we need to head down this way. Going to be using a lot of food. That's why I took the food that I had left. Because running and jumping is the fastest way to travel. Okay, so we're going to go down on the ice because it's safer, less mobs, and we're going to keep an eye on the right for some fruit trees. He said specifically, I want an orange fruit tree or... Nope, not plum. Oh! I want an orange fruit tree or a star fruit. Some fruit tree do not generate oak. We want some fruit tree that will generate oak and fruits, because fruits can... Oh, I'll take you. Because fruits can be cooked into cooked fruits, which is really... Oh, is that an orange tree? Oh, don't know if it works with persimmon, so I'm not even going to bother taking that one. Pretty sure there were some trees here when I did my exploration go. Just... Of course, take all of the sugar cane that we can. And I'm keeping an eye... Oh, I think that's an orange tree. Nope, persimmon. This one must be. Yes, perfect. So let's grab this one. And hopefully we'll get some oak sapling. And the way this works is if you take an oak sapling like this with 2 orange, you get an orange sapling. And orange sapling will... Oh, sorry. Orange sapling will generate oak logs, 2 to 4 sticks, oranges, and orange saplings. So that is very, very good. I don't know if it works with lemon. I think it also does not work with lemon. Like I said, this is not perfect. It works with some fruits. Yeah, we're on the right way. We're going to need some bucket of waters, so to make an infinite water source, and we need to eat a little bit. Let's just come over here. Oh, wow. Did that melt the water? Okay. Let's just... I want to check underwater for clay. Is there any clay around here? No. Oh well. That's going to be like a good source of clay a bit later. That's how we're going... Like, in my time-lapse, I'm going to be searching for some clay. Okay, so let's get down over here. We don't want the water to freeze, so we're going to put the water source under a tree because it freezes in contact with the snow. So if there's no snow, there's no freezing. We can do this and this. Perfect. Then we can grab a crafting table. We're going to put right here, and we're going to split that across all of the space that it needs, so we'll be able to make 21. So now it's going to be a rinse and repeat. 2 water, 2 lava, put that in, make a resource generator, and complete the quest line. And make a second resource generator. Water, water. Oh. You think there's a mob that popped up close to me? No. Trying to keep an eye on the minimap just in case. This, and then this, and then this. That's 4. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to talk, and I'm just going to do this quickly, and I'm going to time-lapse that, but without music. I'm just going to do like a quick fast-forward kind of thing. So just give me a moment. I'll finish that, and I'll talk again once I'm done. And we're back. Okay, so I'm going to leave all of this set up here in case I ever need it again. I'm even going to put like a torch right here. And we're going to head back home. And we're going to go through the forest. Like, I only have 2 sapling. I'd like to get a bit more sapling. And if I can see any more orange trees, I would be very happy to grab that. Nope, no need for cauliflower. Ooh, blackberry. Blackberry is a fruit that we could put in a Hopping Botany Pot if we wanted to. Can I make this jump? Yes, I can. Perfect. I'm still going to travel through the forest just so I can get maybe another orange tree or 2. Ooh. I have the seed already, but those are 4 seeds each, so I'm going to take a moment and grab those for sure. So if I need to make more glassiflora, I have those seeds. Continue down this way. Always on the lookout. Is that an orange tree? Oh, yes, and it's a big one. Well, that should be enough sapling and enough orange to make as many sapling as I want. That's my sapling situation. Only 3. Oh, well, that sucks a little bit. You know what? Let's just... I'm going to break another large oak log so that maybe we get more sapling. And getting some oak is not a bad thing either. Wow, that's going to be 31 block. That is a way bigger tree than I thought this was going to be. But sapling-wise, haha, 12 sapling. But this, oh, it was an apple tree, I think. That was very satisfying. And starfruit. Let's grab the starfruit, even though at this point, I think we have enough orange. If we ever decide, we can put a starfruit tree for fun. I don't need to have multiple different type of fruits because one is good enough to just generate the cooked fruits. But let's just head back home. That's enough. We're going to do a little bit more questing. Not a lot, just a little bit more so that I can show you some really nice setup that I want to get going. Yeah. I'm using the giant something as a marker for where to head, which is very useful to have such a nice marker to be able to rely on. Let's just get back in our hidey hole, and of course there's Enderman. I'm gonna try my luck. Come on. You could have given me an ender pearl. Oi. I already have one. I would have preferred a second one, but it is what it is. We've got some shards for elemental crafting for later on. Close this completely. Doesn't make that much difference on the sound. Okay, so we're going to put that in here. We're going to put that in here, that in here. Starfruit, we're going to keep those. Okay, so these are going to give me orange sapling. 11. Wait, that's way too much. I didn't need quite that many. Let's put the rest in here. And you know what? I'm going to put the lava in here for now. I don't need to keep the lava on me. These are mob drops, so they're going to come right here. And that's going to come right here. Okay, so I need a lot of diorite. Let's just do a quick temporary setup with this on top. And let's break. Perfect. And let's just do 1 and 1. And one of the things that I want to start generating quickly is Cobbled Deepslate. The reason I want to start generating Cobbled Deepslate is that we're going to need a lot of Cobbled Deepslate for our room setup. I'm going to show you what I want to do. This, and on top here, I'm going to want the other one, which is the one that gives you the copper. I think it's Granite. Is Granite the copper one? Yes. So let's grab the Granite. I don't really need any of the other resources for now, so these are okay. Okay, so the way these works, like this, you put a barrel under or a drawer or something. You put the resource generator, and every 220 tick, you get a resource. I know it says 180. It's because we have a stone on top. And if you come over here and you look, there are speed blocks that lower things. So a block of lead would bring it to 100, copper 140, coal 150. Like gold at 100 would probably be good, but redstone is 90 ticks. So it's kind of one of the best one that we can get early on. If I come here, I only have 4. So yeah, that's not good. So let's grab this and let's check all of these. Great. I want to grab a couple more clay, and we didn't find any underwater. Let me just grab 5 more dirt. I don't want to use too much mana, but at this point, I think it's okay just to be able to get things started. And, of course, I forgot I need to replace those with the orange sapling. So let's just do that quickly. And I'm going to put everything else in here for now. Okay, let's do a bit more clay. We're waiting anyway on these resources to be generating. Let me grab my fire stick and let's just make some brick. I want a couple more hopper. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should give me 5 hopper, I believe. And the last 4 in a moment. Perfect. Let's grab all of these. And we're going to jump over. And let me show you quickly. I'm going to grab 4 starfruit. So starfruit can be put on the campfire. You get some nice cooked fruit. And cooked fruit can be eaten even when you're full. It gives you ice resistance and it gives you some nice saturation. So this way we can always be full saturated if we want to. Let's come back over here. I'm going to grab... Ooh. Perfect. And then I'm going to find the rest of my wood to make some more chests. And these chests are going to be made into hoppers. Okay, the reason I want that is I'm going to make kind of a smaller quick setup. I'm going to grab you. I'm going to make a single cooking setup and a dual cooking setup. And I'll explain what I mean by that in a moment. So like this and like this. And you know what? I'll use this as a step ladder. And this. And I need another hopper. So let me grab this hopper. And put it right here. Perfect. Hey, that can be vein mined. So we'll put this in here. And this in here. Okay, using the iron. Now, we're going to be making some very useful block. So I want a block breaker. This A, and I want a block lacer, and I want to show you how amazing this is. Perfect. So we're not gonna need 12 stone. We're going to need a bit of you. We're gonna need some string, so and like this. Perfect. Let's put that back. I'm gonna need 3 strings. I'm gonna need. Where's my stone? Here. So 6, 12. Okay. So the block placer is the cheaper of the two, and it's just these with a 2 iron like this. The block breaker is more expensive, but more worth it. So I need 2 pickaxes like this, and then I need to make a dropper. Is it a dropper or a dispenser? I never remember. So it's bow, it's redstone, it's missing 1 cobblestone. Nope, I don't want you there. Okay, so let's grab some more cobblestone. Perfect. It's a dispenser. So 6 stone, pickaxe, dispenser, pickaxe gives us a block breaker, and now I can show you how amazing this is. Let's grab all of this, and we're going to go over here. We're going to put a block breaker right there and a block placer right on the other side. Okay, so this is going to place these blocks. Now, these blocks, once placed, are being transformed. And let's just give a quick example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like 4, right? And I'm going to put a pickaxe in here, and you're going to be, look at the top left screen here, and look at how fast this goes. They all broke. But they did not all transform. The reason they did not all transform is that this is not as fast as the block breaker. But what you can do is you can say, block breaker, break only. So if I do this, I say only break frozen diorite. If I put it here, I say break anything but frozen diorite. So now, if I put those back, we get this machine gun sound, but we only break things that are transformed. Now, why did I do a double cooker? Well, if you take frozen iron does not, like it, there's no point breaking the iron. So everything that I put in here is something that I'm going to fully cook twice. Same for silver ore. There's no point in breaking silver ore. So these I want to defreeze, and I want to get the iron. Now if I come here and I take those, you always need to be careful to switch the block here, and you can only put 1 at a time. If I do this, I'm now getting all of these blocks, and these are going to go in the simple cooker. So I want to put some redstone first so I can get some more redstone for faster block, but then I'm going to put the copper that I'm going to break and recook, and I'm going to put the frozen nickel right here. So I'm missing a hopper on top of this one to be able to put the other resource, but just give me a second. So 1 2 3 4 5. And what's the mana situation? Because we're going to, oh, we're good. We are producing, like, that's why you want to set up a lot of clay something in the beginning, because it makes sure that your game can, you always have resource ready or mana ready, and you can process whatever you want when you need it. So that's why I always like to really set myself up for success. Once we've got those, we'll get some other hoppers. Ouch. So we'll get over here, and 3. That's going to be 4. And now like this. 4 more. So now we can go over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this and this also. So now technically these redstone, I can put now the copper ore. And how's my iron processing? See, already 23 iron processing, so that's really good. Now, for these, I can just do the same thing. I'm going to put them there. And look at how fast these get broken. Like it's so much faster than me breaking them myself that I'm probably going to keep a manual setup like this for whatever I need to have broken in the future. And now that we have more of these, we can go like this. And I'm going to replace on top of that. It seems crazy that I'm accelerating this and not these, but that's okay because these, I'm not going to need like a stupid amount of resources right now. I'm going to just produce what I need for now, and we're going to have a better way of producing resources later on. Put you right there because that's also where I'm preparing the nickel. I'm going to grab the copper, and again, use the same setup, which is going to break the copper. And I'm going to set that up in the cooker. Great. What next? What next? What next? These are going to start running out of charcoal fragment, but I'm going to take care of that later. So those are some of the things I wanted to show you. Now, if I come back here, we now started cold progress. So you can break snow blocks for chains to obtain nuggets. So we're going to use the same mechanism, okay? I'm going to grab a couple of stick, and I'm going to make a couple of shovels. And if I come over here and grab the snow block, I'm going to use the same setup. Instead, I'm going to put a snow shovel a shovel right there, and look at this. It's just processing through that so quickly. It's stupid good. And then we're going to replace shovel and do this again. And grab everything around. And you can hit Shift K to transform everything. And just reprocess again. I'm going to do that till I'm out of shovel or out of snow, whichever comes first. I think I'm going to run out of shovels first. Let's do this, and then we're going to Shift K again, and continue. Oh, I ran out of snow first, so I'm really running low on snow, but it doesn't matter. Let's do this, and put some more, put the next shovel. And rinse and repeat. Well, I reloaded the shader for whatever reason. One last pass through, I guess. Perfect. So let's grab these. Let's remove this. And let's go put all of this in the storage. We still got a lot of snow. And that gave us 64 gold ingot and 21 of those. So if you guys remember, I said that the gold block would be a good idea. If we want to, we could, instead of 90, it would be 100. It's not a big difference, but it's so much easier to get the gold. It's crazy. Okay, I wanted to do this so I could get started, but basically I'm going to go produce more resource. I'm going to take a time lapse here. I would like to push through and do so much more quests to unlock the pulverizer and everything, but I'm not making this mistake this time. I want to go into a time lapse because I want to set up more Hopping Botany Pot right here. I'm going to go underwater and dig so that I have a lot of log. And I'm going to process some more resources so that I'm not stuck with only like 10 iron or something. I want to make sure that I have enough iron for the next step. Let's just do this. And I want to have more block placer and block breaker. Oh, let me show you why. I want a block breaker and block placer combo for all of these. So I want to have a block placer like this and a block breaker like this. So that I can put a, nope, that's the placer. So I can do this. And then I can come over here. Grab all of these birch log. And say, do not break birch log. And put the birch log here. And this is going to just passively make the special wood, living wood. Okay. It's not fast, but it should provide all of our need for the future. And by setting up another one here and another one here, or maybe I do here, 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 something like that, I'm also going to have some on living rock. And now I'm going to show you why. Let's grab 3 stone, like this. So 3 stone and 1 iron is going to give us a stone cutter. And I'm going to put the stone cutter down here for now. For my base, I'm going to use a stone cutter and make some Deepslate brick. And I'm also going to take living rock and use a stone cutter, put them in, and get some living rock brick. So I'm going to just beautify the base now. I've been wanting to make a nicer base, and I did make an effort in Desertopolis. I'm also going to make an effort in this pack because this is quite smaller pack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to dig a lot, and that takes forever, but there is a solution to that. If you grab 9 copper and make a block, and you grab 4 copper like this and some stick, we can make a copper hammer. And the copper hammer has the advantage of breaking block of 3 at a time. So if I do this, I can now put down a nice Deepslate brick floor. That's really what I want to go for. I want the floors to be in Deepslate brick, and I want the walls to be in living rock brick. So if I go right here and I do this now, I can make this out of these beautiful stone. Look at this. Going to offer a nice contrast, and it's going to be looking good. I'm going to go down under here, and I'm going to dig a second level right here. Okay, and for the second level, again, I'm going to use the copper hammer. I'm going to use a couple of copper hammer, but I'm going to go in a time lapse, and I'm going to do a couple of things. Let me do one last thing, which is why I wanted all of the wood. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to make more chests, and I'm going to make more stick and chest with sticks is going to give me frame drawers. Now these frame drawers, oh, I know what I want to do now. Just give me one more second to set up something quickly. Right here, I'm gonna need some calcite. Where's the snow? I'm gonna need 4 snow. You know what? Let's grab 64 snow. Do I have 16 stone? Yes. So 16 stone snowball is going to give me 16 calcite. And put 1 here with a drawer under. This drawer is empty. Where's my... Oh, I need to make another one because I used... You know what? Let's just do a copper axe now. I'm going to grab you and put you right there. But what I'm going to do is for these, I'm going to use Deepslate brick for the outside, calcite for the inside. The reason I'm using the calcite is, like, at least when you put an item in it, if it's dark, the contrast is not really good. But like this, if I do this, you kind of see it well, but I do prefer this lighter inside, okay? So I'm going to just be using those. So whenever I get some calcite, I can just make some more drawers. I'm going to make a big drawer wall around here. I'm going to get some 4x4. I'm going to get some single, but we need to do one last thing. One last thing is coming here, collecting all of this money. And, oh, I kept enough. I'm going to use 8 stone around 1 B-buck to get a catalog that I'm going to place down right here. I'm going to put the money in the catalog, and I'm going to buy a drawer controller so that I'm going to be able to just make my wall of drawer here and connect it. All of these resource generation, I'm going to put them downstairs. I'm going to put them downstairs so that it's easier to like put some drawers, and I don't need to view this. I don't want to see them, but they're going to be connected by trims. So if I come over here and I say trim, we can make frame trimmed very easily like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 like this. And these frame trim can also be transformed into frame trim like this. So basically, I'm going to show you quickly how the trim works. Put those over here. This drawer, now if I come over here and I put a drawer back, so I put a drawer right here. And if I go to put some dirt in it, it works. But if I try to put the dirt here, it doesn't work. If I put a trim, it is now connecting that drawer to that controller. And I can now insert the rest of the dirt. So by connecting that drawer with trim to all of the drawers that I'm going to put under the resource generators, I'm going to be able to access all of this in my drawer system. And in the next episode, I'm also going to move all of these barrels downstairs because I prefer having drawers here because I prefer being able to see the resource that I use the most. And these drawers are going to be, barrel are going to be overflow storage for things that I don't want to bother putting into a drawer. Like I said, I'm going to go in a time lapse now and I'm going to just go under the water to dig for clay. There's some all around the water. It doesn't take that long to get. And I'm going to cut a second level to the base and I'm going to just change the floor to this beautiful floor and the walls to this. And I'm going to start just setting up the base properly. Probably going to add a couple more glassy flora. And this is getting full. Okay, so one last thing. The reason I'm after ender pearls, if you take an ender pearl and transform it into a mana pearl, you can then now use 8 of these living rock. And 8 of these living rock around a mana pearl is going to give us a mana tablet. And see how it says from tablet to mana pool? If I shift right click, it goes from mana pool to tablet. So now I can do this and I can store some mana for later use. So I'm going to add more Glassiflora, and I want to make sure to get as much mana as possible because as this pack goes, we're going to need so much more mana. Like, we're going to need a crazy amount of mana, to be honest. So I'm going to need to just make my setup that much bigger. But now I have a lot of work to do and I need to get to it. And in the next episode, we're going to unlock power and machines and just start progressing toward better resources and a better base. Guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.